The various laws which were passed by the government so many years ago made the state or an officer of the state empowered to take effective steps for the improvement of the conditions of the state. A major concern was to control industrial pollution. A program called the Industrial Pollution Control was started in 1993. Under this program, an exercise was undertaken to identify the polluting countries. So, this was an international step where the steps were taken to find which countries cause more pollution. Some other strategies were adopted by the government which were equally important. The environment auditing of the industries. Now, this is auditing of the industry means the industries which are set up, they are checked by the government from time to time to find out what type are what type of pollution are they doing, and they were advised and they were made legally bound to reduce the pollution, otherwise the industries were not allowed to function. So these were the steps taken. A program called Industrial was started in 93. Under this program, an exercise was taken to identify the polluting industries. Some other strategies were made by the government which were important. The environment auditing of industries, adoption of technology to cleaner production. There were mapping was done. The environmental impact assessment, the EIA, environment education, training and interpretation was set up into common effluent system treatment plants. The common effluent treatment plant means most effluent means the substances which are thrown out. These effluents which are thrown out, they are identified, and then according to them the industries were given advice to how to control that pollution. So the critically polluting industries and identification of problem. Air pollution is mostly contributed by motor vehicles and industries, and they also adopt strategies to control. Therefore, CNG, as you have read in science, was adopted many years ago and it is still being used. One of the nationwide program was initiated in 84, which was called the National Ambient Air Quality Monitoring, NAAQM. This program, its main aim was to assess the fundamental requirements needed for the assessment. The National Air Quality Monitoring Program was started to assess the fundamental requirements for the assessment of nature of air and how the quality of air can be maintained. This was operated through State Pollution Control Board, the National Environment Engineering Research Institute, NERI and EERI. So the National Pollution Control Board was started, and this started many years ago. This network was established to meet some of the objectives. They were, what was the objective of these pollution controlling bodies? To determine the present quality of air, to assess the health hazards that can be dangerous, to determine the amount of damage caused to property, to collect data about the quality of air before setting up any plant, and be control and regulate pollution. This was the objective of these bodies. Now to help them, how will the national body of the pollution control body as work? It will work with the help of the regional environment concerns. Different regions may face different kind of problems. So all the regions in the country will not have the same type of problem or the same type of pollution. It depends upon the city life, the industrial setup and other places. The places where there are more industry will have another type of situation. The government also has taken measures to protect the environment and spread awakening about the healthy and balanced environment. One of the steps was initiation of the Chipko movement. Now, Chipko movement you must have heard, which was a protest against the destruction of the forest. People clung to trees to prevent the cutting of the trees. It was called the silent non-violent protest against ecological destruction, and Sundarlal Bahuguna was the man behind it who made the people clung to the trees. When people were used to come for cutting them, the people would surround the trees and not allow them to cut. In Uttar Pradesh, the historical monument Taj Mahal, the Taj Mahal pollution, you must have read that the Taj Mahal has become polluted. It came under the threat of pollution because of the various industries. Humans consistently tried to misuse the environment. This is called the monumental pollution, where the marble of Taj Mahal turned yellow because of the chemical gases. The maintenance and improvement of the quality of environment, along with the fulfillment of human needs, is both essential, and there are various factors which affect. The first factor which affects the pollution of a place is the population growth. The people who are occupying an area and they are continuously living and had modified, people who are living in an area, they increase the birth and immigrations. People who are living in a place, when more people come and start living in that place, then the population of the place rises. The people who are born, people who die, both of them contribute to the population. The loss of population is the death, and emigrations constitutes the population. That means, how is the population of a place checked? It is checked by the number of people born, the children born, the number of people who come to a place or leave a place, and the number of people who are presently living. The size of human population is limited by the supply of food and the various diseases. The population is affected by the resources available for the people and other environmental factors. So when the population increases in any place, the rise in population has also increased the level of pollution in a country. As we don't have sufficient resources, so the people who live in the place, they do not get all the resources. Due to this, the people find it difficult and they start manipulating, and they could start using the resources badly. So this causes effect on the environment. The serious effect of the rise in population increase in the number of people. There is shortage of natural resources such as coal and petroleum, which will lead to shortage of food for the future generations, and therefore the ecosystem also gets affected, because when more people will be there, they will utilize more resources, and therefore the resources will become limited. The gap between the rich and the poor widens. People who have more access, they will become rich. The overexploitation of resources is one of the main reasons which causes bad damage to the environment. Some of the major resources which provide us all the facilities are soil, land, forest, water and mineral. Some have been exploited for a long time. This leads to low microbial activity and reduces the capacity of resistance in soil. When more and more plants are grown, then the microbes in the soil become less. As a result, the soil becomes weak and the productivity of the soil goes down. Due to population growth, the demand for the supply of the food also increases, and the farmers start using more chemicals. When they use more chemicals as a fertilizer, the soil turns toxic. This practice makes the soil less fertile.